All right, so this is block 8, kind of the preview short lecture. I won't keep you more than a minute or so. The key to block 8, which is a house divided cannot stand, is the story about how the North and the South went from being kind of different sections of the same country to viewing themselves as completely different entities and completely different nations living inside one government, and that wasn't going to work anymore, that the two nations, in the eyes of many, had to split apart, and then we got the Civil War. What I want you guys to focus on in the course of this block and in the course of these lectures that we're going to do online is each event that we look at, whether it's the Compromise of 1850, the Kansas-Nebraska Act, the Dred Scott decision, John Brown, Bleeding Kansas, all of the things that we're going to talk about, what I want you guys to be able to do is explain how people in the North see the event and explain how people in the South see the event. And you're going to find that as we get along the decade, people in the North and the South begin seeing these events completely differently. The caning of Senator Sumner is another one. And if you can understand where each section of the country was coming from, then it will help you understand how we got to Civil War. So make sure that you try to understand that. How does the North see an event? How does the South see an event? And how are we creating? Because I think the argument that we could make is once two sides, begin seeing the same thing in completely diametrically opposite ways, that's a recipe for violence. So how did we get there? And how did the North and the South view the same events completely differently? And that's kind of the way I want you to look at this block.